Hi, look at these 15 squares. You'll find language which could be used in parts 2 and 3 of the speaking test. 5 of the squares contain incorrect language. Look at the squares for about 2 minutes and decide which squares contain correct language and which 5 squares contain incorrect language. So, how did you get on? Let's find out. Let's start with the language to ask for, or to give opinions, or to agree and disagree. Which squares contain correct language and which squares contain incorrect language? Let's start with the correct language. So here we have 2 ways of giving your opinion. What about asking if someone agrees? Do you agree? Absolutely. Not, are you agree with me? This is a common mistake. Let's agree to disagree if you don't have the same opinion. Not, I'm not really agree with you. Another common mistake. What about according to me? No. We would say in my opinion. What about describing pictures in part 2? Let's look at useful language. What about the picture in the top shows? No. This is a common mistake. Students try to talk about the position of the picture. This is not necessary. Just talk about what you can see in this picture or what you can see in this picture. The word whereas is very useful as a way of talking about things that are different, as a contrast. What about would you like to start in part 3? No. In part 3 you are asked to discuss something together, so it's much better to use something like, let's start with this. If you don't understand something, it's okay to ask the examiner. For example, you could say, and if you have been asked to discuss 2 things that are most important, you could ask your partner this question.